Target. Boom. I don't know what makes a watermelon ripe. Part of me wants to make this mac and cheese. The other part does not. Hello. I'm debating if I make this or not. What do you guys think? Should I make it or not? I'm going to. What do you think? So, I had somebody leave a show name on their YouTube and their podcast, so I had to address it, and the woman has not answered me. So I'm going to wait and see what she does. Give it a couple of days and see what happens, but it's very annoying and very frustrating when you've worked very hard for a brand for over 10 years. Still getting a dull acne, which is very annoying. Ask people questions about the texting responses. How long is it before you don't care if they text back right away? I can't stand when someone takes 4 hours to answer me. I don't think I've ever done that to somebody who I really like. It pisses me off. Like, I haven't done it like, oh, I can't get back to you. It just drives me insane. And it never will not drive me insane, you know? Like, it's always going to make me insane. I'm actually going to make the macaroni and cheese. Because I haven't had dinner. So, we're making macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese, the box macaroni and cheese. Unfortunately, I don't have. I'm gonna make my own homemade macaroni and cheese one day. Definitely will do that. Like I said, I'm cooking the box macaroni and cheese. Whoa, 17 of you are in here. Let's get the lights up in here. Okay. So I'm gonna make the box macaroni and cheese because the other stuff I just don't have the time for. And I'm gonna clean up and talk to you guys about the show. August 16th, I'm in Maine. Well, what do you mean no divorce talk? Yeah, let's get deep into child support. It's 10 o'clock at night. Well, it's 9:45 at night. Also, I hate that. Oh, 55 of you are in here. Let's go. Hit the like button. I'm putting all my dirty dishes in the sink because every time I want to do that before I leave the house for our evening activities, I don't end up doing it. Okay, August 16th, where are my Maine people at? My Auburn, Maine is not performing. Day was alright. A little frustrated with this person who's taking my show name and using it for their podcast series and blatantly doing it and following me. It's very, very frustrating. So I've reached out to this person to identify that they need to stop. Or I said, please stop. Like, I don't know what you're doing. Happy to be like, a positive collaborator, but you're using my brand. I was on the live last night when it happened, when I saw it. So, just for reference, I bought this at Target because I got pancake mix all over my shirt. Do I need closure? Not with this person. This person's stealing my name, my show name, my brand. They're using it for their own whatever, their own series, which is IMDb Divorce Diaries. It's my name that pops up, and it's very frustrating. People think this is frustrating. I would never do that to somebody. Thank you. Well, I have pork, but we don't have a. I don't know what you're talking about. So I usually, I've been coming on here pretty much the last couple of days because the live streams have been going well with the watch hours. So that's why I came on again tonight. But I do like to cook something on the live stream. So I'm making like boxed macaroni and cheese as I clean up my kitchen because I need to get up early tomorrow. Can you see why she's divorced? I don't know. I'm cooking and cleaning. So how is that a problem for you? Say how, I don't understand. I'm flat. It's a sports bra. Thank you. Yeah, interesting comments in sections, but anyway. Well, Robert, you need help. So I am performing the live show Divorce Diaries in Maine on August 16th, and I am. How often do you work out? Every day. I try to work out every day. I try to run every day. And then I'm also would love for everybody to go watch the pilot on Prime. I'm gonna move my. Yeah, I mean. So here's the deal. I'm going to talk to you guys about what I was so aggravated with this person. What's my channel about? It's about comedy. It's about post-divorce journey. I just recorded a new podcast episode because someone is using my name of my brand on their podcast series. And I have a podcast titled Divorce Diaries. So to continue along the efforts of my new season, which I was going to launch soon, I just recorded today an episode. So, with that said, we're going to talk about that in a second. I'm going to cut up some watermelon for my child. And also, I'm making macaroni and cheese. I think that this is right. This is the problem. I don't know how to tell if they are right. I can't count numbers? What do you mean? Why are you saying that? Okay, so I don't know how to tell if the watermelon is right. I'm just going to cut it open. I'm making macaroni and cheese for myself because I haven't eaten dinner. And yeah, I don't know why you're saying I can't count numbers, but okay. The natural habitat. Okay. How to cut open the watermelon? Okay. I feel like because this is a smaller watermelon, it's a little bit easier. It's definitely ripe. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure how good this is going to taste. I don't think it's that good. You're absolutely reaching. My daughter loves watermelon, and watermelon's a big part of her daily diet. So there's nothing, you know. All right. So we got I just feel like I need to cut that up a little bit more. How did you just Stop and Shop. I feel like they're all seedless watermelons now. I don't really feel like they have I don't know, to be honest with you. I really just don't know. I haven't really put much effort into thinking about that. So, like I said, I was very discouraged last night when I saw that this person who has been following my show, is using my show name on their podcast series, I guess. It's very upsetting. Anyway. And I have a podcast, so I'm waiting to hear if this person's going to respond to my email or not. And then I'll take whatever I need to take. I can't cut right. Yeah, I'm not great at cutting the watermelon. On my macaroni. My water is boiling. Let me just put it there. Like I said, I'm making macaroni and cheese for myself, and I'm making a sweet snack for my daughter, and also saving this for her camp tomorrow. So this is like a personal watermelon, they called it. They didn't say it was like a full-blown one. Mohammed, I feel like you should go start your own live. I'm not really sure what you're doing. And so what I was putting up on the new podcast episode, which I am going to release on the YouTube channel as well, was that the journey of Divorce Diaries has been a long one, and it's still going. It's part of my, sorry. I don't know how long the macaroni needs to boil, but keep stirring it. Always stir. Not stir. Anyway. So, see, I don't want to do that because I'm going to cut myself. This is horrible the way I'm cutting it, isn't it? I don't know what I'm doing. That's not great. That does not look great, this part. So I'm going to cut that. It always looks like a little overripe. I know, I'm not going to. This is why I feel like the watermelon issue, I always end up, wasting some of it. Okay. But we're going to try not to waste it because this is like $5. You know, it's expensive. So my whole point of recording a new podcast episode was to get back in it because I have, kind of paused on it until I released this new season, and how I wanted to release the new season was more of a scripted series. And I'm going to bring on a special guest each episode to read one of my Divorce Diaries episodes, which is us talking about what the episode story would be. For example, when I dated the cop, when I dated a dean of students, he was a dean and a school administrator. When I dated the Cuban producer, I didn't really date him. He was a disaster. But each episode is going to just explore that journey because it's going to be part of the scripted series. I'm not reading some of the comments because I'm just staying into the point of this live, which is to highlight the show, what it's about, making a late night, not really late night, dessert snack. Okay, so Some of you, I mean, and also the coming on the YouTube live has helped my watch hours. And that's, again, I'm trying to sell my show to a series, and if it doesn't get picked up in a series, I would like to monetize off the YouTube. If it doesn't get picked up as a series and I'm not yet, it doesn't mean it's not going to. Why did you get divorced? We were both unhappy. I always wonder what people think I'm gonna say. We were bored? Just kidding. But I do that in one of my jokes on my sets. I always say, like, what do people think? I was, like, went to NYU and that was on my vision board. You know? Get a master's and get divorced. No. You know? Well, I've told the story many times, but I will definitely tell it again. Sometimes we grow apart in relationships, and especially in your early 20s, I feel like you don't really know exactly what you want. And sometimes it's the same thing that the other person wants. You know, and sometimes you grow apart. And it's better to live a happy, healthy life and co-parent than not. And other times, and then the show itself, when I was at my daughter's competition, my ex-husband was there, and we ran into someone who follows me on Twitter, and like, "You're Divorce Diaries, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, the show's about me." And I was laughing. I'm like, "Well, no, it's actually about the post-divorce journey. It's not so much about him." And, you know, because it's a tricky territory. You got to be very careful. You don't want to insult your child's mom or dad, I mean. And, you know, I also want to tell my side of my story as a post-divorcee. Yeah. I'm just getting kind of annoyed because I haven't heard. I got a text message. Well, thank you for all the 100 of you that are in here right now. That guy, whatever he's talking about, I don't know what he's talking about. A lot of scammers out there, so I'm gonna stick to that. 105, are you in there? Can you get 105 likes? We're gonna pour the macaroni and cheese out into the sink. It's boxed, it's homemade, but you know what? It will do the trick for tonight. I'm noticing in my life that I get pretty annoyed over many things that are ridiculous. Hey, I don't even know if what happened the other day, but I get annoyed with like things that I shouldn't get annoyed with. Like, what's up with an exclamation point as a response to a text message? It shouldn't be that. It should be something else. You know? It's pissing me off. See how I get pissed off easily and I don't want to? So I missed half of that stuff. Completely missed whatever everybody was writing. Okay. So Annie's macaroni and cheese. Drain a 1/4 cup of reduced fat milk and 2 tablespoons of butter. Why reduced fat? I don't think anybody likes whole milk anymore. It's supposedly not good for you. But I have milk in my diet. So I feel like the Target shirt is not targeting. It's making me look bigger. Is it? Are you talking about If you're talking about me, I don't know why you're on here. No, it's a quarter of a cup. Quarter of a cup of milk. Yeah, the chat's been weird. I'm gonna tell you something. The chat's been very weird. And if you don't like my live, just get off. You know, like, you don't need to be on here. You know. I'm very close to hiding a few people from this channel because of how weird they're acting, and they continue to act. And it's just bizarro world. Hey, let's get the likes up. Okay, now it's not 2% milk. This is well, then your grandma must be hot. I was telling you, if I look at your grandma, this is whole milk. So, my next show is in Auburn, Maine at Great Falls Comedy Club. Very excited about it. I can't wait. I'm also, you can watch the pilot. Ooh, it's like I'm sticking out my gut. You can watch the pilot on Prime Video. You can also watch the web series here on the YouTube channel. See, I don't like the way it does that. It's like sticking out. You can also watch all my content on other platforms, on TikTok, on Instagram. There's some different on Facebook. There is some different stuff on each of the platforms, but I really love the YouTube channel for the web series. I really hope you watch it. Auburn, Maine, Great Falls Comedy Club. Ticket link is in my bio section of the YouTube page. You can find it there. Hello. Well, good for them then, if there's loads of us on there. Good for us. We rock. We will rock you. Rock you. So let's just take a look at the finished product, which is my macaroni and cheese. It's not really actually all mixing that great, so I'll show you. So, again, see how that's like... I pressed the mute button by accident. Whoops. Sorry about that. Where are my cats? I don't have cats. Hi, Nicole. Hi from Montreal. I know, people are watching. I've done it live like 3 times in a row. So, Nicole, I was talking about how some woman is using my title on her podcast series who has followed me on Instagram. She's a divorce attorney. I found out last night, very upset, emailed her. I'm going to contact my own team, my legal team, because I asked her, like, please stop using it. Haven't really heard anything back. I mean, sometimes you got to give people a few days to respond, right? I'm going to do that. I got a lot of people, yeah, I don't like it either. A lot of people responding on my Instagram stories about it. Very upsetting. So, 129 of you are in here. If you could get the likes up, that bad lighting for me in this light, but sorry. I don't even want to deal with this lady. She's just an idiot, you know, because it's very horrible to do that. Can we get 100 and if 122 of you are in here, let's go over to like really, she needs to change her name. No, she does, and it's like, and even someone said to me, they're like, yeah, it's not gonna like affect her podcast. This is like something you've built for years, and it's very annoying. Well, I have a brand I've worked for 10 years and it's my company name. So, hey, it's Jay. Go F yourself. Bye-bye. Sorry. To be honest, this very, like, it is huge, okay? For me, it's huge. It's just like anybody's company. You're using my title. Cut it out. I've copywritten everything. I've went through a trademark process. Like, it's a lot to actually just sit there and say, well, it's not that common. Like, I've put blood, sweat, and tears into it. So whether it's a common 2 words or not, that's somebody's brand and you're stealing from it. And she follows me. I can't stand people sometimes with their comments. JR, no one's made you a mod. I don't know who you are, but there's something not right. I'm sorry, something's wrong. Is this it? No, what is the one I'm doing today? Which is right now. I'm trying to put it in the law. Here it is. Let's get the likes up, please. It is. Watch the pilot here. So I think the issue is that, like, when you're following somebody and you know they have that brand and you're still actively using that name, it's a little like, what would you do? Why are you doing that? Okay, so let's do this. This is my, it's still a little like, I mean, not bad. I'm not getting an OnlyFans, but thanks for the spirit. All right. 140 of you in here, but I gotta feed my kid and I gotta get off. And this is not, the cheese is not cheesying. That's not gross. All right. Okay. Stay tuned for more. Yeah, I made it on the stove. I didn't make it homemade. It's not that great. All right, guys, I love this. There's so many people here. Watch the pilot on Prime. You can also watch it on Feature Today, and also tune into the web series. It's on YouTube. Stay tuned for more.